My name is Qian Min.
My name is Chee Ying.
My name is Xin Ying.
We are from B10 and today we would like to have a discussion about environmental issues that happen nowadays. Hi Geec and Xin Ying.
Hi, Qian Min.
The environment now is facing many issues that can bring the harmful effects to us. Xin Ying, do you know what are environmental issues?
Yes, I definitely know. Environmental issues are disruption in the usual functions of ecosystem. As far as I'm concerned, I think climate change is a bit hot topic and also global warming are becoming more critical for now.
That's right. Overall, Earth was about 1.36 degrees Celsius warmer in 2023 than in the 19th century. It was such a big change and we have to lower the temperature from now on.
I agree with both of you. Global warming occurs when the gas carbon dioxide and other air pollutants collect in the atmospheres and absorb the sunlight and the solar radiation they have bounced off the Earth's atmosphere. Normally, this radiation will escape into space, but these pollutants trap the heat and cause the planet to get hotter.
I think so with you, Qian Min. I think human activities, especially burning fossil fuels, can also become a major cause of global warming.
Besides, deforestation also a huge factor to cause global warming. Forests play a role in the carbon cycle by absorbing gas carbon dioxide. If we cut down the trees, gas of carbon dioxide are released back into atmosphere.
That's absolutely true. What effects are we already seeing from the global warming?
I know we are experiencing more extreme weather events, rising sea levels, and of course, we all know shifting ecosystem.
And let's not forget about biodiversity loss. Many species are struggling to adapt to the changing climate, leading to extinction.
It seems that it's clear that immediate action is needed. What can we do to help prevent the further global warming? From my perspective, we can start by reducing the carbon footprint. Simple actions like sharing the transportation and use the public transportation and supporting renewable energy source can make a big difference.
I totally agree with your statement, Qian Min. Raising awareness is the most important key, and if more people understand about this kind of issue, the more they will be motivated to take action or initiative to take move on it.
Definitely yes. Education can empower people to make informed choice. They will know the effect of global warming and start making change from now on.
It seems that global warming has many impacts and should change as soon as possible. Have you guys found out another environmental issues?
Talking about this, do you guys know that air pollution has a significant impact on the environment, humans and animals?
Yes, I know. In 2022, the pollution of PM10 in Malaysia reached around 19.78 micrograms per cubic meters, a slightly decrease compared to 20.51 micrograms per cubic meters in the previous years. The annual guideline from the World Health Organization (WHO) for PM10 is 50 micrograms per cubic meters. The above research indicates that the air pollution is rising sharply, which will affect people's health.
Oh, I think the increasing air pollution is caused by vehicles emission, especially those who like to excessively using the vehicles. Like cars, trams, or even buses release large amount of toxic gases like carbon monoxide, hydrocarbon, nitrogen oxide, or even a large amount of carbon dioxide also can contributing to air pollution. What do you think, Xin?
Yes, I totally agree with you, but I guess the air pollution increase caused by deforestation. This is because The clearing of forests reduces the number of trees that can absorb CO2, leading to higher levels of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. Do you guys know the ways that can solve this problem?
I think that the government can promote public transportation, encouraging the use of public transportation, cycling and walking can reduce the number of vehicles on the roads, lowering emissions. Do you guys have any ideas?
Yes, I have one. I think that car companies can adopt electric cars. People can be shifting into using electric cars or hybrid vehicles, which can be held in order to help to reduce the air pollution that caused by gasoline or diesel powered cars. For example, I think people generally choose to use electric or hybrid car is because they tend to have a mindset that thinking that charging electric cars is more time consuming, cost consuming, or even is wasting their electricity. However, I totally disagree with this statement though. Do you guys agree with me?
Yes. Besides that, I think that government or business people can raise public awareness by educating people about the effects of air pollution and how they can contribute to reducing it is essential for long-term change.
I feel sorry to hear about these environmental issues that we discussed just now in a few minutes ago. Shall we discuss another environmental issue that seems to become critical and hot nowadays?
Yes.
Of course, can you talk about your points?
Alright, so now I want to ask you guys questions. Have you guys heard about the term urban sprawl?
No, I absolutely didn't get it before.
Either I don't know the meaning of it.
Never mind, let me explain a bit further. About this environmental phenomenon, urban sprawl is an uncontrolled expansion of urban areas into rural areas. This phenomenon is characterized by low-density housing or zoning or separation of the residential, commercial, or even industrial areas, and it also including the over-reliance on automobiles, like high vehicles usage. Do you guys feel clear about it for now?
Yes, it's a kind of expansion of city and towns into undeveloped areas, right?
Yes, you're right. That's what I mean.
Oh, I think I heard it before in an online post that mentioning urban sprawl is becoming a major issue in many cities around the United States. At that time, I was wondering that is true or not.
I think it may be partially true. As far as I know, not only the United States but also Canada, Slovenia, and also Australia are facing the same kind of issue too.
Oh my god, I feel upset to know about it.
Anyway, Chee Ying and Qian Min, do two of you know the exact factors and reasons about this urban sprawl?
I guess the increasing urban sprawl is caused by the overpopulation growth. As we all know, as the urban populations increase, cities will definitely expand outward to accommodate the continuously abundant number of residents. I am not saying that the growing population is unnecessary or harmful to our society, but it's excessive and uncontrolled. I think will affect function of development of town, city, or country. Qian Min, do you think so?
I agree with your point. From what I am thinking, abundance of human populations is directly a major reason leading to urban sprawl. In my opinion, there is also one driving factor, which is economic benefits and development. To be honest, those real estate companies are inclined to profit by selling more and more affordable housing and commercial spaces to their customers. Also linked with what Chee Ying stated just now, as population grows, the cities also expand economically. That's the reason why developments keeps driving places to become suburban or rural areas. What about you, Xin Ying?
Oh yes, I really stand with your point and Chee Ying's point too. Obviously, following the significantly advanced technological development in nowadays society, I think the demand for more housing and commercial spaces also rises a lot. I mean that, and it will cause that is 100% making the urban sprawl to be more common in our world today. In my point of view, I also think that transportation and land availability also can be seen as a principal causes of urban sprawl too. Under today's modern circumstances, the availability of car is becoming more common and higher as long as our road networks are improving, which make it easier for residents or even citizens to live farther away from the city centers. Like we can also live in the countryside too. Also come with a issue, a cheaper land on the outskirts of cities, also encouraging developers to they will try to build more skyscrapers over this kind of land. Don't you think so, Qian Min?
Sure, Xin Ying. Let me explain further about my opinion. First and foremost, of course, will be the environmental impact. Due to extensive numbering activities for building areas, we will lose our woods and green spaces, which will align with the increasing rate of air and water pollution as I had mentioned before. Other environmental impacts. At the same time, we have higher carbon emission into the atmosphere because of a greater number of vehicle use and builder plan for converting carbon dioxide into oxygen. Don't you think so, Qian Min?
I take your point, Chee Ying. If facing urban sprawl, the first thing that comes to my mind is its influence on our environment. Undoubtedly, excessive usage of vehicles is indeed harmful to our surroundings, but most importantly, is an individual health problem. Imagine that every day we have to breathe polluted air and always rely on car instead of walking. What will happen in the end? Based on my ideas, I think humans are focusing on the fast-paced development of modern society and ignoring their own safety and health. Do you guys agree with this point?
Honestly, I fully support your perspective, and I have to say sorry to Chee Ying because just now I just wrongly called her name into Qian Min. Okay, so switching back to my point, I fully support all of your perspective, and I think that's why currently people often suffer from obesity, diabetes, hypertension, and this kind of heart-related disease. On the same path, I would also feel that high economic costs are also a direct result of the urban sprawl. To illustrate deeper, people are required to pay taxes to the government agencies based on the higher infrastructure costs for building the roads, the utilities, and even public services. In line with Chee Ying's point just now, the mass movement of vehicles into and out of the city centers during rush hour may be increased, right? So it will also lead to the deterioration of air quality and alongside increased fossil fuel consumptions. In simple words, excessive commuter traffic and occurrences such as traffic jam will also increase and unstoppable in the future. Don't you guys think so?
Yes, thank you for ideas, Xin Ying. As I see it, everyone, including us, shall try to take part in the solution to solve this environmental impact before the phenomenon becomes worse. Do you have any objection, Xin Ying and Qian Min?
No objection.
I'm staying with her.
From my viewpoint, I think people should be encouraged to use more public transportation like buses, trains, trains, LRT, and monorails. Investing in efficient public transportation systems can use to reduce car dependency and at the same time lessen the air pollution.
I think it is accurate and what we're supposed to do, Qian Min. From my perspective, green belts are also a preferred solution for agencies to handle too. Related authorities can manage to establish more green belts around the cities to limit the access of the outward expansion. Also ensuring the content of oxygen and carbon dioxide to be maintained proportionally.
I also stand in the same position as you, Chee Ying. Besides, regional shall consider implementing and putting forward comprehensive urban planning that measure with sustainable practice and eco-friendly environment involvement.
Wow, I think the three of us do really well and have an effective and efficient conversation over these topics. But hey, Chee Ying and Xin Ying, have you two heard about the recent oil spills in the news? It's extremely concerning.
Yes, I did it. Such a pity to see the negative effects on marine life and the environment. But what exactly caused these oil spills? Xin Ying, do you know the detail of this?
Not so much, but I do know there are several major reasons. One main cause is the irresponsible attitude of mankind. Like, do you guys know that the oil spills are not accidentally caused naturally? Like, it is caused definitely mistake made by the sailors or the workers in the boat during the transportation of oil. What?
I know this by now.
Oh, two of you, I think it's just same like my first response. Basically, sometimes the ships carrying oil collide or run aground. But in case the workers track properly and fix the problems immediately, it is rare to have this kind of problem actually. However, equipment failure due to the cut corners from the manufacturers and undeniable natural disaster can also be a issue to cause the oil spills to be occur, such as hurricanes, earthquakes, and tsunamis.
I've also heard the deliberate acts like sabotage or acts of wars could also result in oil spills too.
Yeah, that also makes sense. Anyway, the consequences of oil spills must be very devastating. What are some of the main impacts of oil spills?
The consequences are indeed severe. Oil spill can harm marine life by coating animals' fur and feathers, which reduce their insulting ability and make them more vulnerable to temperature instruction and buoyant the water. It also contaminates their food source.
Exactly. It also affects the economy. Fishing and tourist industries suffer greatly because of the contaminations. Clean-up efforts are expensive and time-consuming.
Oh, based on what I learned in biology class, like this kind of oil, like petroleum, can persist in the environment within, I think it's more than a year, and causing prolonged damage. That is very terrible, right? So, are there any effective solutions to prevent or mitigate oil spills?
I think prevention is key. Regular maintenance and inspection of equipment can help prevent spills. Training for personal handling oil is also crucial to minimize human error.
In case of a spill, there are also many methods to clean up. Oil booms can contain the spill and steamers remove the oil from the water's surface. This process can break down the oil into smaller particles, making it easier for natural degradation.
Wow, this solution sounds very interesting, excellent, and also harmless. But I guess it is also important for us to have for our government to play a role on more strict regulations and policies in place to ensure those companies to follow these safety protocols.
Absolutely. Strong regulations and enforcement can make a big difference. Public awareness and education about the impacts of oil spills can also help in prevention efforts.
I agree with you, Qian Min. It is a collective effort, and like just now what I say, the what is the key? I already forgot, but just ignore it. Everyone from government to individuals, all of them should play a good role in protecting our environment from such a disaster. I mean, man-made disaster, right?
Yes. Thanks for the insightful discussion, Qian Min and Xin Ying. It's good to know there are ways to address this issue, even though it's a challenging one.
Anytime, Chee Ying, it's important to stay informed and proactive.
Definitely, yes. Let's hope and pray for a future with fewer oil spills and a healthier environment to be occur. So for now, this is a total sum of 4 topics beyond the big topic of environmental issues that we would like to discuss in a short time in today. So hope to see you guys soon in a short time, and you guys too. Thanks for watching our video. Goodbye everyone.
Bye.